beats Jet to holiday. Oh, 50%. Right now we're having a sale. $50 off for family of 4. I gotta tell you, I know you've heard that song by now, and every time I hear it, it brings a smile to my face. A resplendent morning to all of my sunrisers. Thank you so much for choosing CVM, and thank you for choosing the Sunrise family. If you're watching on YouTube, good morning to you. Please do remember to hit the like and the subscribe button, as well as the notification bell, so you can know exactly when we are on. So, it's Tuesday, and that means that we're packing our bags and jetting off. One of my favorite things to do in life. I don't know, but like when you just say you go take a plane,
yeah.
When you go front, there's just a joy that resides in the spirit. And when you pack a suitcase and you know you're leaving out. Good morning to everybody at the Norman Manley International Airport, Club Kingston. Massive good morning to you, Yvette. Good morning to you, Auntie Charmaine. Good morning to everybody. And of course, everybody at the Montego Bay Club, Mobay as well. Good morning to you at the Donald Sangster International Airport. Now we're talking this morning safe travel, because it's one thing to want to go to somewhere, but then we have to also know the rules, because there are rules of travel, rules of engagement. And so Destination Tuesday this morning takes us to where we're talking about, you know, the new laws of particular places, political unrest that may be going on, flight cancellations, you know, what are some of the do's and don'ts when you go to certain places. Safety is of paramount importance when we are traveling. And here to guide us through it all this morning is the blonde bombshell. She's the owner of Happistart Travels, Soumoya Mattis. You may have seen her on TikTok like I have. Good morning, my love.
Good morning.
Welcome, how are you?
Thank you, I'm doing good. Thank you for having me.
Lovely. Now, I like this angle that we're taking Destination Tuesdays from this morning, Soumoya, because normally we just know, so pack a suitcase, make sure your visa not expire, you have your travel documents, but we're talking about
everything else?
Some other things. So talk to us about, you know, some of the travel laws and some of the things that we need to be aware of when we're booking our flights.
So before you even book flights, before you decide on a destination, it is important for us to do our research, check travel advisories, see the customs of the countries we're going to, just to ensure that this is a place for us. This is a place you want to go to. Because you might pick a destination because you see the videos online, or because you just see it and you say, oh, I want to go here, but then you realize, I know my place this.
True.
I know my places. So you check like on airline websites, because that's usually the first point you check. Well, that's what I advise people to check first. Because when you check on the airline website, if the airline is not sending flights to that place, that city, that country, where you go? Or you're going to get home? Because you can plan everything perfectly, but once you get there, if there's no flights to exit, you also check the visit website for that country, like the Visit Jamaica website, you visit Panama, visit anywhere else you plan to go. And they'll tell you about their local customs. They'll tell you about their holidays that are upcoming. They'll tell you anything that is important that you need to know about that country that will help you to prepare more before visiting there.
So based on your expertise and your exposure, where are some of the spots that we need to be concerned about right now, that if you're planning to go there, maybe you want to reconsider that, or maybe you want to make sure you are in alignment with their customs and rules?
Okay, so let's first start with countries that you might want to reconsider. So we have places like in the Middle East that are currently in active conflict, like Afghanistan, Yemen, those countries like those. We have Ukraine and Russia who are still fighting. And we have countries that are closer to Jamaica.
Israel and the Gaza Strip, Palestine right now.
Exactly. We have countries that are closer to home, like Venezuela, Haiti, that people, if they're deciding to visit those countries, they might want to reconsider. Reconsider those plans for a future. And then we have countries with customs. We have countries like in the Middle East, like Qatar, UAE, that are not very open to the way we dress in the Western world. So if you are somebody that wants to have on a bikini all the time and you just want outside and have everything out, you might want to reconsider those countries. That might not be the place for you. Or you want to ensure that you plan accordingly so that while you're there, you don't offend them.
Very well. Recently I saw or heard, I think, about some Jamaicans who got in some trouble. I don't know, they were buying alcohol when they weren't supposed to. Again, there are certain things that are okay in Jamaica that are not okay over there. You know what I mean? But in that situation now, I don't know. When you go over there, you get in a problem, like, what do you do?
Well, the first thing you want to do is, well, it depends on what you get in trouble for. So let me just put that in there. Because
sometimes come in and I can't help you. I can't help you. Miss Kitty can't help you. Dennis can't help you. I can put out your story, but I don't got those links.
We just gotta wait and see what happens. But what you do when you're in a difficult situation in a foreign country, the first thing you want to do, you mentioned it, reach out to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. They usually have numbers on their website. Before you travel, you can look up who is the consulate that represents the area I'm going to, where is the closest embassy to where I'm going to, what is the contact information. And to be honest, the Jamaican consulates around the world, they're very responsive and very helpful. So we've been in situations in different countries where we needed to reach out to a consulate for assistance, and they've been very helpful. 2, 3 a.m. in the morning, you can WhatsApp them, you can call them, and they'll be assisting us through the process to ensure that our travelers are okay.
One of the things that I look out for too, as I was thinking about, you know, your interview somewhere, is the fact that we also have to be aware of places of natural disasters, right? Because you don't want to leave your yard, you know, and go over there, you know, and then monsoon, tsunami, earthquakes, you know what I mean? How do we, I mean, do the sites provide that kind of information as well?
Yes, it does. Just like Jamaica that has the hurricane season from June to November. A lot of countries around the world tell you when their seasons are. So for example, in the Middle East, it gets like extremely hot in the summer, like people die from heat stroke. A lot of travelers die from heat stroke in like Saudi Arabia in the summer. So you will see advisories that tell you, don't come, it's too hot. And then you will have the Southeast Asian countries who they will experience like, I always tell people it's like hurricane and drugs. It's like monsoon season.
Hurricane and drugs?
It's like flooding and winds like you've never seen before. Like you book this fancy lagoon over the water and all of the waves just take everything away.
Wow.
So that happens during the summer months. So those are not good months to go to Asia.
Okay.
So we always tell people that if you're planning to go to Southeast Asia in the middle of summer, like you might want to reconsider towards the end of the year when the weather,
Where are some of the places that you've been that have been most receptive? Because one of the things too that we also have to consider, as hard as it is, as dark as it is racism. Because you go to some countries and you are definitely not welcomed as a person of the Negroid race, and they're letting you know this, and it may be to your detriment, right? Have you, in your travels, have you ever faced anything like that?
So I've never blatantly been in a situation where somebody like would directly say to me, say, oh, them not provide me a service or them not assist me or I don't feel welcome. But then again, I strategically pick the countries I travel to. So if I hear a lot of people saying, or I see a lot of reviews online saying that these countries are not friendly. I don't want to find out myself. I'm not going.
Me neither.
But countries that are very welcoming, well, a whole continent that loves us is the continent of Africa.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
So...
Even if you have Jamaican passport too, you get to skip the line.
Listen.
True?
When I go to...
They say Jamaican people come to the front. Bob Marley, that's her.
It's the truth.
Is that you have the other passport?
It's the truth.
Oh, yeah?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
When I go to Zimbabwe, as soon as you get into the airport, they check you. They have these people that check your passports and then tell you which line to go. The guy just points to the resident line. That's your line right there.
Aww.
And I just walk in 5-6 minutes. I'm outside of the airport.
Can you imagine Miss Kitty in Zimbabwe? We got a hello down in a Zimbabwe, African in a Zimbabwe. Hey, I'm getting my Ritamali. Whoa, hey.
Africans unite.
Hey. Africa unite, mad. Big up Zimbabwe. I love you guys. Well, which cities or countries somewhere would you recommend right now that, you know, are friendly to us and, you know, meet the safety requirements and all the stuff that we discussed?
All right, so right now, if you're looking to travel, staying within the region, Panama City is perfect.
You know, so I go Panama, you know, but I go since it get buzzy. I hear about it a buzz.
You have to go back.
So Panama City.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So Panama City is great.
What's there to do in Panama City?
If you're visiting Panama City, it's like for a short weekend trip. You're looking at indigenous village tour. You can go into the Panama Canal. You can get on the river to see the river that supplies the water to the Panama Canal and see all the indigenous people that live along the river, learn about their customs. You can do city tours of Panama, learn about how the colonial age has influenced what the country looks like today and the things they've left behind. You can do coastal tours where you learn about the Panamanian culture for the black people that live in Panama. Because people don't know that there's a whole village of black people that live in Panama. You know.
Where else can we go? So Panama, where
So there's Panama, there's Peru. Peru is one of our favorites. Every year we have a hosted group experience to Peru, so people really love that. So around Peru, you can visit the city of Lima, Ica, Huacachina, and so many others. Outside of Peru, there's Brazil. Outside of South America, we're looking at Cape Town, Johannesburg. In South Africa, we're looking at Harar, Zimbabwe, or Victoria Falls, Nairobi, Kenya. In Asia, we're looking at Hanoi, Vietnam. In Australia, and of course in Europe, people would probably look at like Spain, France, Italy.
I love it. Lake Como is on my list.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I want to go to Lake Como. But let me just ask you, final Soumoya, I know we want to plan our travels, but some of us we don't really have the know-how and to get the good flights and good seats and the good countries. How can we contact you to travel with you, travel with your group, or just to ask you to help us to curate a trip for us and plan a trip?
Okay, so if you want to travel with Happy Start, it's pretty easy. We are on social media. You can visit our website, www.happystart.com. We have a hosted group trip every month. We host a group trip to 6 of the 7 continents. So there are different budget ranges, different experience, and different lengths of time. So if you want to join us, it's pretty easy. You can follow us on Instagram at Happystart Travel, on TikTok at Happystart Travel, our website, www.happystart.com. And you can contact us via 876-220-9612. We have many experiences next year, so if you want.
Get Happy started now.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like, I would want her to book me because you see how she just knows her business and she knows every number, she knows her website, she knows everything. She knows the bulk. I gotta tell you, Soumoya, I love it for you. Thank you for sharing and also giving us food for thought because trust me, many times we have booked place, I would hear about it or you see it online and you think it's for you, but you just really put some things about which we should consider. So I thank you so very much for your insight.
You're welcome.
And I wish you all the best with your business and may you continue to grow in every way possible. Lovely. Our wonderful guest this morning, Soumoya Mattis, owner of Happistart Travel. You can travel with her, keep safe, and of course get your safety tips, know what you're doing, and get everything in order before booking that ticket and before you board the flight. Next up, we're talking with tech, with a Kingston innovator who wants to help us dodge the potholes before your suspension takes early retirement. Please do stay with us. You're watching Sunrise on CVM.